If you're not familiar, VA panels in the LED world has the best contrast ratio, but I will tell you they're not perfect when it comes to having the best black levels. There's all other things that are involved with that. There's the backlights, there's the controls, there's a processor, and things like that. So in today's video, I want to test out the Sony X85J to see how well the contrast ratio really performs. So in this video, we're going to go through all the menus. I'm going to put a picture up and I'm going to show you step by step every setting that the TV has for picture to see if we can achieve the ultimate black level. Now here's one of the caveat. If you have a cell phone, it's going to pick up things that a camera like this is not going to pick up. So if you want to test your television, put it on the black scene, use your cell phone, and I guarantee it, you'll see the backlights. I'm Tech Steve. Sit back and relax, and let's get started. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you my camera setup before we get into these tests. First of all, if you go over here, I have everything set up here. Let me focus. And when I film my videos, I usually do a plus 1.7, and that's really required to do Sony S-Log3, which I use. But to make everything less brighter so we can see more details, we're gonna do everything at plus 1.3. So let's see how all these results come out. Here's the first contrast test. First off, I want to show you guys that I'm in the Sony picture mode and you have standard, and I'll flip that over and then I'll just go over here and reset to the default. Auto picture is off, but let's turn it on and see what happens. Yeah, it basically just gets a little bit brighter, but let's just leave it off. Light sensor, this is for the light in the room. See it dimmed down, dimmed up, dimmed down, dimmed up. Okay, let's go into brightness here. Right now it's at 35. Let's drop this down. So if we drop that down to a minimum, the picture gets really dark. However, it did help out the contrast, but let's go and put it back to the factory standards. About right there. And then let's go ahead and play here with the contrast. So this is definitely helping out. However, if you get it too low, you lose all the definition in the picture, and I can still see that backlight shining through. Okay, let's go and center that out. And let's try this one. So that definitely helped a lot. Look at this. So there you go, minimal. And then black levels, let's even make it darker there. There you go. That's much better, but then you lose all the details in the dog's face, as you can see there. So let's get it back about where we can see it. That'd be pretty good. So again, from this angle, I can still see the backlight shining through. But let's put that back on standard. And then we have this black adjustment. So that's high, medium, low, and off. So that helps quite a bit as well. And then let's go to advanced contrast enhancer. You see that backlight? It helps, but it's not perfect. So let's go back here, do a reset one more time. And that's back to the factory. Next thing I'm going to check is the different picture modes at factory. So if I have standard right here, which you guys have been looking at. Now some people ask me to do cinema mode. Look at this. Standard, cinema. Standard, cinema. Then we have gaming mode, because I do have the PS5. Again, cinema mode, gaming mode. The next one is graphics, gaming, graphics. Now this is photo mode, graphics, photo mode. And this is where you can customize it as well. And if you go right at the beginning, you have a vivid mode too. So you have standard and then vivid. Vivid makes everything much brighter, but are we losing anything doing that? Not really. It just gets a little bit brighter. So now we're gonna go tweak this out and see what we can get. So let's say I put it back on standard mode. I'm gonna go down here and we're gonna go to the brightness. I think that's about good. Again, I'm eyeballing this. Contrast. Put that right there in the middle. Let's put that, bring that down just a little bit, but I don't want to lose the brightness in the dog while we're doing this. Black levels. So that's good. And let's leave that on high. Under clarity, we have sharpness. So let's see if we can increase it just a little bit. And let's play around with this motion. Set to automatic, custom. Not really changing the picture, as you can see there. I hope you're enjoying the video so far and learning a little bit about contrast. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Why not? It's free. Now here's two pictures. As you can see, the cell phone's picking up one thing and the camera's picking up something different. So the camera definitely makes a big difference when you guys see contrast. All right, so here's another picture test. Again, it looks very clean. I'm looking at the camera here. It looks very detailed. All the complexities there. It looks very sharp. Now let's record it on the cell phone. Now we're looking at the footage on the cell phone. What do you guys think? Still looks really good though. But that's the contrast that you're getting. So this is a quick test I put together so you guys can look for blooming. And what that is do you see a halo around the logos that I'm showing here? And I would tell you that it's doing a pretty good job overall. I don't think you'll have any problems when you're watching anything with logos. Now let's test it on the cell phone once again. All right guys, I'm gonna show you the cell phone now. Let's go ahead and hit play and just watch what happens here. Again, the cell phone shows imperfections. The camera normally doesn't as bad, but this is picking up the backlights on the television, and you can go test your own TV just to see if yours is doing this as well. But again, it doesn't really hurt anything. It's just the details that you don't really look at every day. Now let's try something a little different. I have one of the newer generation of Apple TV, and I'm gonna calibrate the TV using that just to see if it gets any better. But the first thing I want to do is just go ahead and set up the Dolby Vision. So now with the Dolby Vision all set, we're gonna go ahead and hit OK. Now the next thing I want to do is just calibrate this using the built-in software on an Apple 4K television. And all you need to do, if you have one, just go to audio and video, make sure that Dolby Vision is enabled, and then you can see there's a couple of different and at the very bottom there's one that's labeled color balance. If you press on that and have an iPhone, you'll get this screen right here. Then all you need to do is go and continue on your phone, and then it's going to prep the TV, as you can see there. And then let's go ahead and calibrate it. So I've done this before, and you can see that the black levels are still the same. You see over here, you can still see the backlights. If I zoom in, if I zoom in any more, zoom back, that's what you get. And the last thing I want to show you guys is that I do have all kind of calibration discs that I'm working on learning how to use it. But this is a known that you can use your iPhone to test out your television. So if you go down this list, see you have different black levels. So let's say normal TV levels, black levels, hit show. And this is a range of the levels in the television. So overall, it's doing pretty good. Let's see if we go back here. We can check out the white levels, but again, this is a contrast test. And at the bottom of it, you would see a little bit of white levels, but this kind of gives you an idea of some of the tools I use when I'm not making videos. I'm learning how to make these videos better for you guys. And I just want to show you guys some of the things I do before I start filming, so I don't just turn on the camera and go for it. The final thing I want to say in this video is that I love Sony televisions, and I just want to show you guys that in the budget price television, there's nothing that's going to be perfect. If you look at the prices of OLED and all the new OLED Samsungs that are coming out, you're jumping up into $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, depends on what size you get. So being a budget television, I think it looks very well. I'm Tech Steve. If you haven't already, go and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!